Somebody wronged you and they're in big trouble. They're screwed. They shouldn't have done to you what they did. What goes around comes around. What you sow is what you reap. That person who wronged you, this is the way they live their life. You're not the only person they're doing wrong. You're not the only person they've wronged. This is who they are. And they think they can get away with it. There they are. All happy. So it seems. It's not affecting them. So they think. On a micro level, it's not affecting them. So they don't care. On one hand, it seems as if everything is all right, so they don't care. It's not hurting them. They are not feeling the pain. You are the one feeling the pain, so who cares? The bully that they are, thinking that they can get away with it. That person who did you wrong was only cursing themselves, was only putting a curse on themselves. When you do right, when you help others, when you're good to others, you bring a blessing on yourself. There, people will be praying for you, wishing you well, sending you good vibes, good positive energy, good vibrations. So if you believe in prayer, there's another side to this. If somebody could send positive vibes your way, people could also send negative vibes your way. Now, the type of person you are, nobody can harm you. If they try to put a curse on you, it can't work, because you're all about positivity. You're all about positive vibrations. There is no enemy within, so the enemy without can do you no harm. This is the type of person you are. But these negative, evil people out there, the negativity others are sending at them works against them because of who they are, because they attract these things in their life. What you sow is what you reap, and what they send out there has to come back to them. People will be doing you wrong, and in so doing they mess up their life. For instance, if somebody has been stealing from you, how can you ever recommend them? To explain it on a physical level, you cannot recommend them. You cannot say, oh wow, she's a great worker, he's a great worker, hire him. You can't say anything good about that person. So as that person continues to do this to more and more people, they sabotage themselves even more. That's why we say, and that's why it's true, that what you sow is what you reap. They're going all over the place making enemies. They're trampling upon others. They're working against you. They're making enemies. How can you send good vibes their way? Yes, you may do it. You may do it, but by default, you're just mad at them because you're feeling the pain. You're feeling the pain. So that person who hurts you, that person who did you wrong, they are bound to pay the price. They are paying the price. When they did you wrong, they didn't realize that inadvertently they were working against themselves. And you don't have anything to do. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to attack them. You don't have to take revenge. You don't have to take the law into your own hands. You have nothing to do. The universe is based on law. There are laws in the universe. There are spiritual laws. In addition to the laws of the land, there are spiritual laws as well. Things happen to these people. If it's a police officer, they end up losing their job, whatever it may be. I'm not picking at police officers, but it reminds me of that. That is why I brought this up. There is somebody who was done wrong by a police officer, somebody who was supposed to be an example, and that officer is paying the price today. Somebody was wronged by their boss. Somebody was wronged by an ex. Somebody was wronged by a friend. Somebody was pretending to be a friend, but they were fake all along. They were pretending to be for you, but they were really and truly against you. They wanted something from you. There they were posing as a friend. There they were pretending. They always wanted you to be around, and you were wondering, what is it about me? This person always wants me around. At first you thought you were special to them. Of course you are special, but you thought you were special to them. No, they wanted something from you. They wanted to use you. They wanted your good energy. They wanted to be seen with you so that others can think they're a good person. They wanted to use you and your good reputation. So if you associate with them, it will look as if they're a good person, but you know what? You end up looking like a bad person. They end up dirtying your clean water with their mud. They're mixing your clean water with dirt, with mud, and now you're all messed up. Stay away from people like that. You don't want to associate with them. You don't want to associate with people like this. That person who came at you trying to befriend you. Yes, they came at you. They were trying to be your friend. But they were fake. There is a price to pay. The people who are wronging you, that person who you paid to do a job, and they haven't done that job up till this day. And it's story after story. That person who hurt you, that ex of yours, that person who did you wrong, they're in big trouble. They're screwed. And somebody is ending up in prison because of what they did to you. Whether it's a physical prison or a spiritual prison, somebody is ending up in jail, even more than that, in prison for the wrongs they have done, for what they did to you and for what they did to others. You see, sometimes you may think that they will pay directly for what they did to you, to you in particular. But sometimes they end up paying for what they did to somebody else. But really and truly, they're paying for what they did to you as well. Collectively, they're paying for everything, because this is who they are. This is who they are. This is how they live their life. I make YouTube videos. I am speaking to you, the advancing man or woman that you are, and things will come my way because of what I'm putting out there. I am sending good vibes your way. Good vibes are bound to come my way. What I wish for myself, the great things I wish for myself, I wish for you too. Good vibes are bound to come my way. But if I were coming here and I were disrespecting you, what would have come my way? Disrespect. A lot of people come here. on this YouTube channel, a few of them are trying to be negative. They cannot last. Too much light on this YouTube channel for them to stay. They have to flee. But even more than that is the fact that somebody who has been wronging you for so long, you've been through it, you felt the pain. Sometimes you have to just forget about it for a while. What they've done, what they're doing to you, you have to try your best not to think about it. You cannot allow what they're doing to stress you. You cannot allow what they're doing to get the best of you. So you have to find a way to not think about it, to forget about it for your sanity. You cannot allow what they're doing to destroy you. And it's difficult, and it's a tough situation, but they don't care. It may be somebody you've spoken to them. They don't care. They're not affected. They don't care. You're feeling the pain. It doesn't mean anything to them. They don't care. But that day comes when the table is turned. That day comes when they are the ones feeling the pain. They have to be taught a lesson. They have to end up going through what you went through. When they end up going through what you went through, that is when a lot of them will realize that they shouldn't have treated you that way. I know a story about this lady who was mistreating others, who was wronging others, and she wasn't doing well at all. She was there on the street. She was there suffering. And then people were saying, I'm letting some people cross the street. Somebody saw and was feeling sorry for her. She was like, hey, don't feel sorry for me. I'm only paying for what I've done to others. So at least she was honest. At least she was honest, you know. And a lot of people, when you talk about karma, karma says that no debt in the universe goes unpaid. A lot of people, as it starts to rain, a lot of people, when you talk about karma, they say karma is, something is wrong. Don't talk about karma. Karma is pagan or whatever. Hey, put in whatever word you want to put in. Sowing and reaping, the law of sowing and reaping, the law of the harvest. Call it whatever you want. But what goes around comes around. What you sow is what you reap. And we're not wishing anybody bad. We're just stating the facts. And this is a lesson. A lesson to me, a lesson to you. To not go down that path. To choose the righteous path. To do unto others as you'd like others to do unto you. To be good to others. Because whatever you send out comes back to you. Because what goes around comes around. But today I am here to remind you that everything will be alright. Am I supposed to be sorry, to feel sorry? That is the way they live their life. And that is the price they end up paying. They shouldn't have treated you the way they did. They shouldn't have wronged you. They should have been good to you. You did nothing to them. You were kind to them. You showed them all of this love, all of this kindness, yet still they wronged you. And there is a price to pay. We talked about people who wronging you ending up in an actual prison. There's also a spiritual prison. Well, they have no freedom. No freedom to enjoy all of the beautiful things in life. So much is taken away from them. They can't find love. There's no love in their life, no peace in their life, no joy, no happiness. They mess up their life. But some of them, they're criminals. They end up in an actual prison because of what they did to others, because of what they did to that little old lady, because of stealing from others, because of trying to put a curse on others, a curse on you. They're evil. The curse reverses. Lo and behold, the curse reverses and it affects them. The spell works against them. Words are spells. All of those terrible things they said about you, they end up, it reverses on them. Oh, they didn't realize that no weapon formed against you can ever prosper. And that if there's no enemy within, the enemy without can do you no harm. They couldn't curse you. Perhaps once upon a time you didn't know better. You would have allowed what people say to affect you negatively. You didn't know your power. People would have said certain things and you would have believed it and it would have worked against you. But today you know that no one gets to choose for you. No one gets to decide for you. And if somebody offers you a gift and you do not accept it, the gift belongs to them. So that curse they sent your way, you don't want it. You will not receive it. You will not become afraid. You will not let it affect you negatively. It doesn't belong to you. You don't want it. No weapon formed against you can ever prosper. Who God has blessed, no man can ever curse. No woman can ever curse. The only way is up for you. You will continue to move on up. You will continue to advance like the advancing man or woman that you are. Upward mobility as you continue to grow, constant and never-ending improvement. They thought they were working against you, but they were working against themselves. They thought they were sabotaging you, messing you up, but they were only messing themselves up. Like I said, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to take revenge. Continue to win. Continue to move forward. Continue to live your life. Continue to live that advancing life. I'm so honored and so privileged to speak with you, the advancing king or queen that you are. Today I'm here in traffic, in heavy traffic, and I decided, why not talk to you? As I'm here in traffic, why not speak to the advancing king or queen that you are? Because I don't like wasting time. Why not connect with spirit? And connect with you as well. I'm sending good vibes your way, sending positive vibes your way. I am here to remind you that everything is always working out for you, and all you do is win. If you have that faith, if you have that belief, if you know that all you do is win, that is how it's gonna be. As we're here, I look forward to reading your comments. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. What do you think about videos like this where I'm in traffic or where I'm driving and I'm talking to you? Don't bother. I'm safe. I'm looking at you directly. I'm looking at the lens because I'm stationary, but when I'm moving I'm not looking at the lens, so it's very safe. Oh yes, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to, like the video, share the video. I look forward to hearing from you. My name is Mantius. Big up to every subscriber, every member, every viewer. Advancing luminaries, visionaries and explorers. My name is Mantius. As you already know, this is the Advancing channel. One love, God bless, and all the best.